Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail, cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you tryna do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell it to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the pastor say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last today. I got the city talking about me like a passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jackson on 1st down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Wilson of the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson, and he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
Strip that ball. Strip that ball. Shit. Alert.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens' 37. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Check 41. It's going to be
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
10 at the 11-yard line.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson forced out. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. He's at the 50. The 30. The 20. 10, 5, and this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
At the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. He's got his man, that's Josh Gordon. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
It's just me and you.
They run for it with Carson, and he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
That's good.
4 yards on the pickup, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
10 at the 45-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Ravens 7, Seahawks nothing.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. The tackle credited to Deshaun Elliott, the safety. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets it down to the 32. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the gun, Wilson. And this is caught at the 8. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 32 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7.
Michael Dixon to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Back at the 21-yard line.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. They'll try and run the option. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On 1st down, it's Carson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the Ravens' 25-yard line.
Here's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting report of this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
A 43-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
15-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Operating from the gun, Wilson escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Hey, 4-1's Mike. 4-1's Mike. Here we go, G. 41's the Mike. 41's the Mike. Check, 41. Good, 4 down. That's the way. 41 Mike. 41.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former Husky, Marcus Peters. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. 13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Baltimore.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
From the gun, Wilson flush to his right. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Philip Dorsett, 54 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hold now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Look at that, a diving catch. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Ravens.
They go play action with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, 57 yards. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
The score, Seahawks 17, Ravens 14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. He lets it fly for Lockett. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
When I was in school, math was not my strong suit, but I did learn enough to know how to play cover 3. 2 corners and a safety divide up the field in thirds. On this play, the corner didn't get fooled by anything in front of him. Kept his coverage all the way down the sideline in the deep third position and makes the interception.
40-yard line.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And 5.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down.
8-yard line. A gain of 12. And a Raven first down.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
This time Jackson will throw it. Flushed out right. He's going to keep it again. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Number 21, Mark.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the 16, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His second touchdown of the night. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score, Ravens 21, Seahawks 17. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Left side complete to Lockett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Carson. 20. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 41 yards on the ground. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
To 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
You got it. I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where you burn that. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at. Sometimes you need a friend, not the one that just show up.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? On 2nd down, it's Carson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Mike 48. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now Wilson. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 2-yard line.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Here's Sam Cook now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And the punt kicks out of bounds, and they will spot it right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts. You got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Now Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
He's back to throw. Left side, it's Dorsett. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. How many people watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Give them 32 on the play.
1st down, Baltimore.
51 for Mike, boy, 51.
They find some open field here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Ravens.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Blue down, blue down. Mike 51, Mike 51.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 on the Seahawks' 34-yard line.
51 to Mike, 51 to Mike.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will tie us at 24 all. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets in possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny. That's caught inside the 20.
Yeah, it's on.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay. Yeah. Then I hit that. 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 Yeah. Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no cool, yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay. Yeah. Then I hit that. Okay. Yeah. Then I hit that. Okay. Yeah. Then I hit that. Okay. Yeah. Then I hit that.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Zane Gonzalez set and ready to get us started, and off we go now from State Farm Stadium. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Just like that.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
Hey, hold. Mike's 50. Oh, here we go. Oh. You.
After the turnover, here's Murray. They'll roll him out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Shotgun now from Murray. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona 1st. Flush to his right. He'll run it. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
16 more yards.
Out of the gun, here's Murray, eluding the pressure right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Made at the 3-yard line.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably...
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead.
Well, he decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he wants to put 3 points on his ledger.
And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Next to score, Cardinals 7, Seahawks nothing. Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Lockett the return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game, it leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Third and long. It's Wilson. That's complete. Hits Carson out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Buying time to his left. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
14, find it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From midfield now, here's Wilson. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
How about that, partner? That's a gutsy run, a physical run, an explosive run, and he's inside the 10-yard line now. I don't know if you hand it to him again on this play, but make the defense think that you will, and maybe you have some options off of it.
And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Being chased out left. This will be caught at about the 5. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Here's Hyde, 3rd and goal. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. Hyde is denied down near the goal line. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. From his own end zone now, it's Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw again on second down. Murray. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
This one caught by Isabella. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Murray on the run. He'll let it go deep. Right sideline. Rico Gafford, the intended target. And it'll bring up third down.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing is Murray on third down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
They do go for it. It's Murray escaping the pressure right. And able to find Kirk complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running from the shotgun to Drake. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. A first carry now for Kofani Muhammad. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. 64 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Block at the return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. down. It's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona.
Zane Gonzalez lining up for the extra
This
point.
first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Lockett the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
On the return, the Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to the turn.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Dancing to his left. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Chris Carson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
10 at the 47-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Now Murray sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guy.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. The 20.
How you like me now?
And they will score. It's a